Okay, we got some panels that got dropped, and boy oh boy, we got this chapter looks like it could be one of the biggest chapters of the arc and of the year. So first we got some translations by DBZ Chronicles, and it says right here, we Namekians lived in peace with the Cerealians. So the Cerealians and the Namekians lived in a multiracial society, kind of similar, the original Dragon Ball, where you have all the, different races of people living together. Very similar here. They lived on planet Cereal, this small group of, I guess you could say, nomad Namekians and the Cerealians, and they were cool with each other. They were chill. And we got the full page, but it hasn't totally been translated yet. And you see some, Frieza 4 ships here coming. And, Minato, he's like, oh no. And we know what's going to happen next. And this, I guess this was like sometime before, they're picking crops. Similar to stuff that, the Namekians do on Namek and New Namek. And then we got this really crazy scene right here. So I don't know if these Saiyans landed separately or they probably landed separately, but who knows? They could have also flew out of the giant Frieza Force motherships, and they crash landed on planet Cereal. And we got the pods in the ground, which reminds us of the Saiyan saga, and also Triamite. And they're like, oh my god! And once you see those Saiyan pods land, stuff's about to get real. So they start wrecking the Namekians and the Cerealians. They go in their Ozaru forms, presumably Bardock and his crew. And we don't know exactly if they used artificial moon or there's some sort of moon there they used to go in their Ozaru. And they're just they're wrecking havoc like they have across many planets. And then here we got a translation of DBZ Chronicles of part of one of those pages. The Cerealians and the Namekians, who were already in small numbers, failed to resist and wiped out with ease. So basically, if they had bigger numbers, maybe they would have had a chance. I mean, look at Granola, his potential. But at this time, they went down pretty easily to the Frieza Force. They put up a fight, and Ozaru is a 10 times multiplier. So, let's say you really take a very strong Saiyan like one of Bardock's crew, and you give him a 10 times multiplier. That's a big power boost. Like, they're above Ginyu level at that point. Well, not Captain Ginyu, but they could be like above Rakum or Birder or Jace. And then we got, this is interesting, don't these guys, they look familiar? And I didn't point this out, DBZ Chronicles pointed this out. These guys, they look awfully familiar. They look like these guys who wiped out Bardock's crew, along with Dodoria. Back in the classic Bardock movie. We got that page, part of the page is translated. I entrust the Dragon Balls to you, Minato. I was the only Namekian left alive. Cerealians, on the other hand, were, wiped out. Except for Granola, as we know. And, these are the two tiny Dragon Balls that are tiny, but they're size don't matter. They're extremely OP. They're got the no downtime. They don't turn the stone. So basically, you got unlimited wishes with these things. And these are Dragon Balls that gave Granola his power to be strongest in the universe. And then we got this panel again. Well, and this is an interesting scene. So we presume with the scar, this is Bardock, and he sees, I guess this would be Granola running towards his mother, and he's gonna, try to divert the Saiyans in the Frieza Force from them so that they can escape. That's presumably what we can gauge from this page. Overall, this is very interesting. When the full chapter comes out, I mean, there's a lot of pages already, but remember, each chapter is around 45 pages, so this is going to be probably chapter of the year in terms of how it affects the story of Super, because we don't really get to hear a lot about Bardock, except for the minus stuff. And now we get to see Bardock, the Toriyama version of Bardock, not the movie, which I like both personally. We get to see more of him, and maybe Goku will finally take an interest in his dad. Maybe. It would be so badass if we got like a scene in Otherworld of Bardock by the end of this arc or something. Just something. Like something new with Bardock besides just these flashbacks, which are great, but I would like to see even more. Overall, yeah, I look forward to when the chapter comes out. Also, what Frieza role is going to be. Does Frieza have a new form? That's going to be interesting. Overall, yeah, it was good. It was these are very interesting. Peace out and have a good day, boys. And don't forget to greatly appreciate it. Seriously.